We are not here to register in the mind. We are here to touch the hearts of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters from South Africa and across the world, welcome to another great episode of Paul Rapetsoa Month Extravaganza. This is the month that we chose to celebrate the life of a doyen, the life of a radio maestro, and an artist in general. Kerayena Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa. Today on the show we have two beautiful ladies, both of them being previous students of the Paul Rapetsoa Institution of Dramatic Arts, with Naume Molapo being the admin, or rather former admin of Prida. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Naume Molapo and Lekgotla Meso. Naume, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you, Darren?
Lovely. Lekgotla, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
Perfect. But let's go straight into it. Naume, please tell me, when was the first time you heard the name Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa?
Okay, so the first time I heard of Bra Paul was when I was still a kid. You know, our grandmothers used to listen to his shows. So every time they'll tell us, go charge the batteries. Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa fit. You know, and then fast forward to 2012. Bra Paul came to our school to motivate us.
What school is the sorry?
He came to motivate the schools under Mankweng Second.
Okay.
It was various schools.
Okay.
So yeah, and from then on I knew, you know what, I have to work with this giant. And then fast forward 2014, I heard that he had auditions. I came, I made it through somehow, through God's grace, because like I was here. My name is and then Bra Paul was like, Naume, I want to talk, Bra Paul. And then a story that many people don't know, that I don't really share with people, is that 4 months after I joined Prida, my dad fell sick. And then Bra Paul would check in every time to see how he was doing and stuff like that. And then like a week before my dad passed on, Bra Paul called him to check up on him. I was with Bra Paul. And then my dad was like, you know, Mukwena, my time is done. Like like I can't go on like this. So I'm asking you to take care of my girl. Like I'm leaving you with a daughter. And then Bra Paul got emotional and he was like, no, don't say such things, you know Mudumu Rona. And then my dad was like, I know Mudumu Rona, but I can feel it. So from then on, Bra Paul just played a role of a father to me because of what my dad said.
That is actually a beautiful one. Lekgotla, tell me, when did you hear the name Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa?
The first time I heard the name Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa, it was in 2018. On a week before I joined here.
Okay.
So Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa met my mom here at Mufolo. So he told my mom that he's looking for a 7-year-old girl for acting. So my mom said, I'm here. So Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa didn't believe her because she was older. And then my mom told me that I have to join. So on the 19th of December, 2018, I came. And then that's when I started doing all of these things.
Oh, that's beautiful. I genuinely love your stories. But Naume, I want us to go back to you and just find out, how was your first encounter with Bra Paul? You did mention that you were not only an admin or an actress to him, but you were a daughter to him, and he basically became one of your own and you became one of his own. But how was your first encounter with Bra Paul?
My first encounter with Bra Paul was just beautiful. You know, Bra Paul is warm, he's welcoming, he's loving, and he'll make you believe in yourself.
That's true.
He will make you believe in yourself. He'll tell you nothing is impossible. As long as you put your mind to it, you can do it. So it was a very warm and beautiful encounter, one which I will carry with me forever.
I can imagine. And what is your perspective, Lekgotla, meeting Bra Paul? Weren't you scared or Bra Paul? How was your feelings meeting Bra Paul?
Mixed emotions. I was scared, happy at the same time, because I knew that today I'm meeting the person that I always wanted to meet.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Naume, take me back to your first time in rehearsals. You passed the audition stage, everything is going well now, but now you are in rehearsals for the first time with this doyen of Township Theatre that you've heard so much about. He's worked with the likes of Gibson Kente, he's worked with the likes of Mbongeni Ngema, Somizi, just to mention a few. But how was it for you as you walked into that rehearsal room? Just take me through your day in rehearsals.
So the first time I walked into the rehearsal room, I was very scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, the technique and everything. And Bra Paul is loud. So whenever I could hear his voice, I got scared. Like, what if he does something? What if I do something wrong? You know? But Bra Paul just assured me that, you know what, my girl, get on stage or put her with confidence. You know?
That sounds like him.
Yeah, you know, I got on stage, got put her with confidence. He gave me a script. And then I started studying the script and the lines. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try. But I was I'm a shy person, you know? So I wasn't, Bra Paul barata o reng man. Project!
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't project. Like I was... And then he was like, Naume, come out. Mulomo wa go monyane o bule. Bule, speak aloud. And then, yeah, that fear left my body and I was able to do it. And the first character that I played was Mimi from Our Cry.
Indeed.
It was hectic. And then it was a beautiful experience because from then on I heard a few of my lines and they became part of the script.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Tell me, Mimi is the character wa o roga monna. Banna ba bantshi ba tswile moshumong ba ilo bereka. Ka mo wena o dileng? O pompetši.
Yes.
I can see you. I can feel it. I can feel it. Lekgotla, you were 7 years old when you started with the Bra Paul. Were you able to read the script at that time?
No.
Tell me, take me through the process of how you had to remember, this is the script, the lines are here. How did they help you get your lines?
So by that time, I couldn't read nicely. So like, I was in reading a script. I was just listening to the lines and then writing them down. And
how long did it take you to get those lines?
I think 2 days.
2 days. Yeah, you are a fast learner. But tell me, Naume, looking at everything that you do and the person you are today, do you think Mahuma Paul Rapetsoa, or affectionately known to us as Bra Paul, do you think he's a little bit of him has entered you somewhere?
Not a little bit of him, like so much of him. Because I am the person that I am today because of Bra Paul. You know, before I met Bra Paul, I couldn't express myself freely. But now I can with confidence. Even if I'm going to do it with so much confidence. Because Bra Paul taught me, or you know what, whatever you do, you must be confident in yourself. You know? And also Bra Paul has taught me to think before I say whatever that I'm going to say. You know? And also that he has taught me that what you say touches the mind, but how you say it touches the heart.
And as artists, we are not here to register in the mind. We are here to touch the heart of people.
So how I communicate with other people, like, is so much better now because of the lessons that Bra Paul has taught me.
That's definitely beautiful. Lekgotla, take me back to a funny memory that you shared with Bra Paul. Just any funny memory, or when you think about it, yeah, Raholo Bra Paul.
I don't remember some of them, but
Yes.
then, like, the fun moment for me was when I was standing or dancing on the stage. He would say, "Watch the watch. If you don't, you're going to get out of the stage." So, like,
Watch the
watch.
watch.
Yes.
Hey, explain to us that one.
Like, you must watch the watch, like, focus.
Oh,
So, like, yes.
yes.
And, like, he was like, when you are on the stage performing, don't look at the audience, because he would say, this is your mother-in-law, this is your mother, this is your father. So it was very funny for me.
Okay, I thoroughly understand. And Naomi, what is a funny memory that you shared with Brapo?
The funny memory that I share with Brapo was 2015, I fell pregnant. I was disappointed in myself. Obviously, I was scared of what he would say, you know. And then I gave birth in 2016. 2017, Brapo called me. Hey, Naomi, where are you? Ke re Brapo ke gae, o diang gae? Brapo ke godisha ngwana a re ruri Naume ka jo go fa technique ngwana ka gore o nyantše ngwana wa jo dula gae wa nyantša ngwana. No, come back boya. And then I was like, okay Brapo, when do you want me to come back? A re le go sasa nke le re gona o fofa nke ke re gane judge mara go sasa ko nyaka seshego.
Yes.
And then also, you know, when we are in rehearsals, Brapo would be like, Naume, today I don't want you on stage, you must come sit here.
Yeah.
Then I'd go sit next to him. Say, you must write down all the marketing directives and postmortems. And then I would sit there, and then Brapo we would watch the others perform there, and then but there a mistake, Brapo would go crazy. Like he would hit me on my thigh and then hit his head like, come on. And I'm like, okay, Brapo, okay. And then sorry, for a second. And then again, come on. They would make another mistake. He would hit me again. And then get mara Brapo le ngo batla wena wa udutse mo gasleng. When I shift, he's like, no more guy. Naume. Are we am le bohibidu. I'm like, yeah, there are so many funny memories, but yeah.
I guess a lot of us relate to the fact that if you are next to Brapo in rehearsals, find a way to disappear, because these hands will work. Whether he hits the thigh, the back, he will find something to hit.
Yeah.
But tell me, Naomi, while we are still on you, what is your favorite memory of Brapo?
My favorite memory of Brapo was when he gave me this character that I didn't think I would play, Yonki, from the same play I'll Cry. It was a very challenging character because I don't like getting emotional, and Yonki was abused, so she was bound to get emotional. And I told Brapo, I can't. And then Pucha, you know what? Never say you can't do anything. That's something that I taught you from day one.
Give me away! You bloody snake!
We rehearsed. On the day of the show, Brapo called me in the morning, and then he gave me a whole paragraph of full lines. And I'm like, but Brapo, how am I going to hoy these lines? Like, we've already rehearsed. Naume, staging. And I'm like, okay, Brapo. And then we got to Honeymoon Lodge. The show started. I was very scared of how I was going to say my lines. Are they going to come out right? Are the emotions going to be, you know, on par? And I got on stage and I was like, you can do it. Brapo's voice just kept playing in my head, like, you can do it. Nothing is impossible. I got on stage, I hoid the lines. Like, I'm not blowing my own horn, but, you know, I hoid them. And Brapo was sitting in the audience. I could see so much pride in his eyes. He smiled. Brapo was a very emotional man.
Very true.
And at the same time, I could see that he was getting emotional. You know, after the show, he came backstage and said, my girl, who did? And I'm proud. You know, that for me was amazing.
I thoroughly could imagine the space that you're in. Lekgotla, what is a memory that you share with Brapo that you would never ever forget?
The best memory that I will never forget with Brapo is that he was always there for me. I remember a year after my father passed away. Yeah. So he was so supportive. I can't even say much about him, but then he was always there for me.
That's really, really beautiful. You know, I have a problem. I've been interviewing a lot of people over the past couple of days, including Prida students. I'm also a very guilty one, so I need to find out. Now, did you pay school fees?
Yeah, I paid half of it.
Yo.
Half of it.
Lekgotla?
Yes, I did.
At least our Papa telling Lekgotla Meso. Ladies and gentlemen, please, before I go, I want these lovely individuals to tell us something. Lekgotla, please look at our audience and tell our audience what you'd love to say to Bra Paul if he could hear you. He probably is hearing you now, but what would your words be to Bra Paul?
My words to Bra Paul would be, thank you so much for everything that you did. You were very supportive to me, and thank you.
That's beautiful. That's very, very beautiful, Naume.
I'd like to say thank you so much, Bra Paul, for the role that you played in my life. You were a father, you were a friend. I could always run to you whenever I was down. And when you were still here, Bra Paul, I was never broke. My guy, I was never broke. You know, you'd meet Bra Paul and then he'd see that you're feeling a bit down and would be like, Naume, what's wrong? Bra Paul, he knew. And then he would hoist something out of his pocket and then like make a little greeting yana, and then all the tax get 200. And like, okay, Bra Paul. So like, I'd like to say, Bra Paul, thank you so much for the role that you've played. I am the person that I am today because of you, and I am sorry that sometimes I doubt myself. Sometimes I feel like I can't. So I feel like in a way I'm letting you down. But yeah, I just promise that I'm going to be better and I'm going to be the great person that you have seen in me.
That's very, very beautiful. Before you ladies leave, there are 2 T-shirts over here. These are for both of you. This is just to say thank you for taking time out of your lives actually to come here and celebrate the legacy of Bra Paul. Bra Paul has left us, yes, but he's a flower and a rose that turned into all of us. And we are all good in the name of Bra Paul. We are all well, we are all lovely. So thank you very much for your time. To all our viewers at home, thank you for joining in to another great episode of the Paul Rapetsoa Legacy Extravaganza. Do not forget to continuously tune in throughout the month of September as we give you different people that have impacted Bra Paul's life and that Bra Paul has impacted their lives. Please make sure le pateleng the school fees banna ape bo Bra Paul ba gwele boima banna. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining in once again. Thank you for these beautiful ladies. I'm your host, Darren Roo van Rensburg. And as Bra Paul always says, thank you. And I'm sorry. Wow, funny thing. Goodbye.